Oh, hello. How are you? Hey, thanks for joining us on YouTube. What are you doing here? Oh, across the land, and my stick is shorter than. Hey everybody, I have a little project that you may or may not have been following. I've been doing this Jeepers Creepers cab so far, just the cab. And when I started working on it, I started thinking, he needs a little something to go along with it. And so I kind of went back and looked at a lot of the original artwork that was going on from the original artist Brad, who had drawn up Mr. Peepers. And so I was inspired by that, and so I came up with a little, well, let's take a look at the video and you can see what I'm talking about. To give you an idea how I actually am starting this, I use a teriyaki stick for so many different things, and hey, why not for this too? Okay, so here's the teriyaki stick, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some epoxy and I'm going to apply it around that stick. Okay, so I've taken the epoxy and I put it around the stick and get it the shape that I want it to. And then I kind of bring it out in the front and give them a little bit of a chin first. But then I will let that dry for a day, and then I'll kind of give a little bit of a nose and a little bit of an eye ledge, eyebrow area to give me an idea about the depth. Now what I'll do is I will take an X-Acto knife and start to carve out in here. I start to carve the nose a little bit more that I want, and I'll start adding the features on, like putting the mouth and get going from there. Then what will happen is my character will start to look like this. Now this one is where I want it to be. You can see it has the mouth, it has the nose in, it has the little parts of his face that come down on the side, the skin, the lines in the forehead. I have the little bit of the part up on the top there of the head where the covered part of his claws of his wings to his face are. His ears have been put in, and the neck is about 3/4 of an inch. What did I say? Oh, from 5/16 of an inch. So to give you an idea, he's very, very, very tiny, because he is only 1/6. There's the size right next to my thumb. And then of course I put the line on the back of his head where his ponytail comes out up at the top. Now once that I've done all that, decided to go on with him, I had to start making what his torso and his body would look like. So this is what I've started up with. Everything you see is just kind of a real rough sketch. Figured out how big the neck was going to have to be, where the arm sockets were going to be, how wide it was going to be, how much measurements was going to be up and down, like 1.5 inches there. And from here, 3/8 of an inch. And I have to have this little ball joint that's going to fit into the lower part of the torso. And then I drew a picture of the side to give an idea where the arm, socket is going to be at. Right in here toward the back a little bit more, the same side of as this, because this is just showing you from the side. And of course there's that ball joint. Once I drew that up, I continued on drawing the lower part of the torso where the pelvic bone is at. You can see right here, so this is a 1/2 inch here, but from right here down at 3/4 of an inch. And then of course it's going to be 9/16 of an inch in here. And then here's a side view, going to have kind of like this shape here. And this actually should match up to be able to fit plush with the upper part of the body, which is right in here. So these two should line up. This here should line up, and this here should line up. Okay, so once I have drawn that out, then where I am at is to the next level. I have drawn out actual 4 patterns, and I'm going to sketch them in ink, and then I'm going to make a copy of them so I don't lose them. It's going to be the front of the torso, front, back, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. And this is the side of the torso, of course. This is the back, and this is the front of the chest, and where the stomach at. And of course, there's that ball thing that I was talking about right down there. Those actually have to be exactly the same, because it's actually going to be a round ball unit to be able to fit and move, because it has to be able to move side to side in the lower part of the torso and the pelvis bone. And of course, these are going to be the holes where the legs are going to be. So it's actually going to be all wide open. It's going to be big hole here and big hole here, here. You can see the hole here on the side. And it's just basically building it out in this shape. So now that I went in and sketched that out, I've actually marked where the centers were. And I went ahead and took my ink pen and inked all the information down that I had drawn to get it precisely the way I want. Now that I've done that, I'm actually on my light box here. And so what I am doing now is taking a sheet of paper and I am putting it over the top of my pattern and taped it up at the top. And now I'm going to trace everything, and that's what I'm going to cut out. I can go ahead and turn off my light. And as you can see, I've made my paper pattern and I'm ready to move to the next level. Now because it's so small, I'm cutting really slow so that I get it precise. Hey, thanks for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the video. You like what you saw. Don't forget to leave thumbs up if you like the video. Go ahead and leave comments below if there's anything you want to say or any questions that you have. And I think that's pretty much it. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Be safe, everyone. Bye.